Hey, let's skull with the enemy. MicroMike, baby. All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar with Lupagus and, of course, MicroMike. It is that time to skull with the enemy, and if we were playing the Lions, we would have nobody else on other than MicroMike from Lions Talk. MicroMike just went over 25,000 subs, by the way.
Well done.
Thank you, man. It's just crazy. I never thought in the world that ever happened. 25,000, quarter away from a plaque. Damn it, let's get it going.
It's in sight. It's in sight.
Yeah. Shooting for the stars, baby. MicroMike Lions, hot topic, and we're just diving right into this. But before we get too far into it, just only 2 games into the season, mentality-wise, I mean, confidence high, confidence low. How are you feeling? Are you feeling very excited with this Lions? Just where are you at right now?
I'm really excited for the future of this football team. Not necessarily regarding a ton of wins this year, but just seeing how Dan Campbell and this coaching staff has really changed this football team. Week 1, we fought really hard with the Philadelphia Eagles, came close. Week 2, we beat the living hell out of the Commanders. And now, now week 3, we're doing NFC North, but it definitely feels like we're going in the right direction, folks.
Yeah. You guys manhandled a really tough Commanders team at home. Well done. Good job there. So, MicroMike, again, thanks for hopping on. Love having you on the show. You've been on here so many times. It's almost puts you on the title. But anyway, what's the biggest difference this year between the Lions this year and the Lions last year?
The Lions offense this year is very good. Much improved from what was last year. Last year, we had an offensive coordinator, Anthony Lynn. The offense wasn't working out with him, Jared Goff, and Dan Campbell. Now we got a guy in Ben Johnson who has revolutionized this offense. It is an attacking offense, just like what you guys have. And we have better weapons as well with DJ Chark, Amon-Ra St. Brown taking that next step. DeAndre Swift right now, 10 yards a carry. We're running the football. Offensive line is absolute stout, one of the best in the NFL. And we're taking it to teams. This offense is better than the 2011 Detroit Lions offense, which I thought was probably one of the best ever. And it's really taking flight like an airplane.
So offensively, clearly you guys have put up a shit ton of points. Jared Goff, 6 touchdowns in 2 games. I think he had less than 20 all last year. Is this a mirage, or are we going to see Jared Goff put up some big ass numbers this year?
I think you're going to see him put up some big numbers regarding touchdowns, not necessarily a ton of yards because we do run the football quite a bit. But, yeah, he's been the guy just holding the fort down, not throwing the interception, and getting the touchdown when we need to get the touchdown because we got bigger guys in there right now who is getting it done. And, of course, Amon-Ra St. Brown. So, yeah, I think from a yard standpoint, it's not going to be huge, maybe a little less than 4,000. But touchdowns right now, he's on his way to 45. If you were to consistently do it from week 1 to week 2. Not saying he's going to get that, but it's really good right now.
Maybe Goff should have been getting the MVP talk from Michael Irvin instead of Kirk Cousins at this rate.
That's too soon. Too soon.
Hey, yeah. Well, I'll take it right now, but no, you're going to have to give that one to probably Josh Allen over there.
Yeah, I think so. So we talked about the offense, how explosive it's been. Were you expecting this, and do you expect this to continue?
I 100% expected this, and I expect it to continue. It's all I seen in training camp when I was there. When I was there, I just noticed, oh, my God, this offense is firing on all cylinders, and Amon-Ra St. Brown was on a different level. I had a prediction that people laughed at me that Amon-Ra would have 1,600 yards receiving this year, and it's looking like that's very possible if he stays healthy because right now he's untouchable. And with the improvement of the run game with DeAndre Swift, 3rd rushing team in the NFL, it's getting those wide receivers open. The play action is working, and guess what? We got a guy named Jameson Williams who's about to hit the team in a couple weeks, and it's really going to open it up for the Lions offense. So if it's right now, it's going to continue and get better in a couple weeks.
So speaking of Williams, you say a couple of weeks. I mean, what's your thought? When's he going to be back? And will he be back? Will they throw him right into this offense?
Yeah, he's been working out, and I think week 7 is the time when you'll start to see him on the field. I don't know how many snaps he's going to get. I'm sure they're going to slowly work him in and just do deep routes for a little bit, but Yeah, each game after he does come in, it'll get more and more and more. And I'm sure, by the end of the season, he is going to be like Amon-Ra was last year, just getting a ton of targets and a ton of receptions.
So Jameson Williams come back healthy. What's the overall health of this team right now? I know you guys had quite a few guys out last week. How are you guys looking heading to the Vikings game?
Right now we're a little dinged up when it comes to our running back, DeAndre Swift. He's had an ankle issue, but he's been dealing with it the whole time. It's morely the interior offensive line of the Detroit Lions. Frank Ragnow has been out. He was out last week. He was dealing with an issue before that. And then you got Jonah Jackson, our left guard for the Detroit Lions, who had a finger issue. I don't know what the hell his finger issue, but yeah, he's been out there. And we're dealing with. I know finger. Come on, man. Get up in there and play. What is?
Wrap that hog up, man.
It's soft. I'm not gonna lie. This is soft. Back in the day, they just chop a finger off and play. But yeah, that's what we're really dealing with. Monty Awarie, our number 2 cornerback, he's dealing with a little bit of issue, but I think he should be good to go versus you guys. Not too bad though. After that, Levi Onwuzurike, he hasn't played this year. Joshua Pascal, he hasn't played this year yet, so he should be good to go maybe halfway through the season.
All right, so Mr. Hutchinson just blows shit up last week, 3 sacks. You got some nice pieces on defense, but you've also given up a ton of points. What's shaking with that defense? Where do you think the Vikings could take advantage?
Defensive line is insane good right now. Pass rush has been absolutely stunning. It feels like it's kind of back to 2014 where we had Ndamukong Suh, Nick Fairley, and all these guys. But other than that, it's going to be in the middle of the field. You're going to have Justin Jefferson plow the middle of the field, Thielen plow the middle of the field, and your tight end, take it. If you guys want to get yards, it's going to be against our linebackers because that is the weakness of this football team. And obviously, I think number 2 wide receiver, Thielen will probably get some touches this year because, look, Okudah right now has been outstanding at cornerback going against the number 1s. He's only allowed 1 reception in 2 weeks. So we'll see how well he does against Justin Jefferson. I'm sure Jefferson's going to get his, but hoping he doesn't get 180 yards. Other than that, man, the defense, it is not that good. It's not good. You guys are going to get some yards there. You're not looking at Philadelphia Eagles here.
We scored 7 points against the Eagles, so there you go.
Yeah, you'll get more of that here.
Wow.
And speaking of the Eagles, Vikings just coming off a game where they got their asses kicked by the Eagles. Does that make you guys feel more confident, less confident? I mean, do you feel like you're going to get a Minnesota Vikings team that's down, or do you think they're going to come back ready to fight and kind of get that bad taste of their mouths?
I know a lot of Vikings fans are really angry that they got handed to last week, but this is Lions versus Vikings. Every time we play each other, it's always a close game. I do not expect them to come out and just score 7 points and be a rollover at all. I'm sure they're pissed off. I'm sure they're angry, and they're going against the Lions defense. They're going to put up points, and it's going to be a close game either way that it goes. And, Lions fans are 50-50 on this one. A little nervous, going to Minnesota with the fan base, going to be extremely loud. We're coming off a win, coming off your guys' massive loss. You're walking into a buzzsaw there, potentially.
Once again, we're SKOL'ing with the enemy. We got Lions Talk with MicroMike joining the show. We're talking Lions, Vikings. So Lions 1-1. Offense is exploding. If I'm a Detroit Lions fan, I'm feeling damn good right now. How big of a win would it be and morale booster to go to Minnesota, rival, beat us on our own turf? I mean, that's got to get, if that happens, in my mind, my Lions fan confidence is high.
Oh, this is what I call, this may be the biggest game of the Lions for some time. We're talking in the last couple of years because the Detroit Lions go to Minnesota and beat them. We're 2-1 with Seattle coming to town. And then you got the Patriots who haven't been doing that well. The Lions legitimately would have a shot, I think, to make the playoffs if we win on Sunday. We're a team right now that the confidence is building each game. You can see the team getting better and knowing the fact that soon Joshua Pascal is going to be on the defense, good against pass rush and stop the run. And Jameson Williams it'd be sky's the limit. This is a huge game for Detroit. And that's why I think the fan base is a little nervous here because this could determine the Lions season going forward. Are we going to be 8-win team or could potentially 9 to 10 win football team?
Absolutely, absolutely. So, speaking of this Lions roster, who's been the biggest surprise, good or bad, this year that you've seen through 2 games?
Oh, the biggest surprise would be, I don't know if it's much of a surprise, but the way Akuda's been playing, he's been playing lights out, like Akuda Island. We're talking about a number 1 legit cornerback. Again, allowing just 1 reception in 2 games. Quarterbacks are not even going his way anymore. He's just knocking the football down. They're starting to respect him like we had when we had Darius Slay. He's really done a phenomenal job. And for a guy who's had a tumultuous career so far in Detroit with the last 2 years, it's outstanding. Like, we may really have a bona fide player here. And obviously, Aiden Hutchinson, the way that he is just destroying offensive lines is ridiculous. 3 sacks last week. He could have had more. He really could have. He could have got Jalen Hurts a couple of times, but Hurts got out of the pocket because he's a dual threat quarterback. And it's like, yep, we got our guy. We got our Nick Bosa. We got our Joey Bosa. We got a guy that's going to wreak havoc for the Lions for many years.
So the Lions, Hard Knocks, Campbell, they're a team right now that everybody seems to really kind of be gravitating towards, like kind of pulling for. I mean, even myself as a Vikings fan, it's like, I kind of want to see the Lions kind of turn that corner. Are you allowing people to hop back on the bandwagon, or you want to kick their ass off? You welcome them, welcome with open arms.
Hey, I'm a YouTuber. The more views I get, the happier I am. So I'm welcoming all these guys with open arms.
Yeah.
Come on down, hit that subscribe button. So absolutely. Look, it's been miserable being a Lions fan for the last ever. I mean, it's been horrible. So we'll take all the fans that we can get. And but we already know that it can be, we suck again if we lose. So just taking one day at a time here.
So, I mean, would a loss be that big? I mean, would it really just kill morale and forget everything, the positive strides you guys have made? Or it's something you guys can definitely bounce back from, right?
Oh, yeah. No, a loss is not going to kill the morale or anything like that. For me, when I seen the season come out, I looked at the Vikings week 3 and I said, that's a loss. And I expected my team to get 7-8 wins this year because Minnesota is always a team we fight hard with. Last year, again, Amon-Ra St. Brown gets a touchdown, win the game with no seconds on the clock. Same with you guys the game before. This is an NFC North team that we fight hard with, and it goes back and forth. So a loss, it's like, yeah. I mean, this is what happens in the North.
You got Deuce Staley and Aaron Glenn on your coaching staff, another couple of guys that was easy to fall in love with. If you watch Hard Knocks, do you think they have head coaching in their future?
Deuce definitely has head coaching for his future. He's a leader of men. That's exactly what we've been seeing all off season this year and last year. The guy is just a player's guy. You can see it in him. He's our assistant head coach. I wouldn't be shocked if he starts getting interviews after this season, especially with what's going on with DeAndre Swift, because he is really, focusing on Swift this year. And I think a lot of teams would like to see that. Ben Johnson as well, our offensive coordinator, he could be getting looks for a head coaching job after this season if the offense continues this way. Aaron Glenn, I thought before the season potentially he could, but again, the defense is just not there, so he may have to wait another year or two.
Well, you mentioned
that's all. Well, go ahead. I just want to keep talking with the coaching staff. Dan Campbell, I mean, everybody loves Dan Campbell. He's just a guy, big lovable oaf who says these crazy motivational things, 1 ass cheek, 3 toes, whatever it was.
Oh, yeah.
How is he, though, like, as a game manager? Does he do a good job? You guys like him as an actual coach on the field? How does he do managing the games, going for it, using his timeouts, clock management, stuff like that?
Yeah, not too bad. He was bad last year in the first half. He got better through the second half. Now, there's some questionable decisions made in week 1, but in all honesty, not that bad compared to what we've had in years past with Jim Caldwell and Matt Patricia. He's pretty good regarding taking timeouts. I love the fact he does get aggressive on 4th down. If it's 4th and short, he goes for it. And I believe that, especially with a team like the Lions defense. We turn over on downs. Is it really a big difference if we're to punt it? The team's probably going to score anyways due to our defense. So I like the fact that you want to just keep going and attempt to keep scoring. And he plays that aggressive. He plays like the New Orleans Saints dude with Sean Payton. And I like that type of style.
So you mentioned St. Brown a handful of times. Swift, who's a guy that could come under the radar and maybe light the Vikings up a little bit on Sunday?
Wide receiver Josh Reynolds, he's been probably the most underrated player in the Lions offense. You're not going to hear him a lot, but Jared Goff goes to him quite a bit. That was the connection that he had with you with the Rams. We picked him up last year, and when we do play action, he's looking for Reynolds. Reynolds got a nice touchdown last week. Again, play action in the end zone, so expect him to look his way if the Lions say are at the 25-yard line, 25 yards to go for a touchdown.
All right. Well, what's your not so much a score prediction, expectations for Sunday? Close game. What are you thinking?
I think it's going to be a close game again. Come down to the final drive. It's a cardiac cath.
It can't come down to the last drive, man.
Yeah.
It always does with us, though. We know it. This is why we drink alcohol, folks. This is the type of game. It's going to come down to the last drive. Who has possession? Last probably wins the game. And unfortunately, I hate those games too. I got no hair because of it. I went bald because of the Lions. So it's going to come down to last possession.
You're absolutely right, and it's going to suck. I hate it. Yes. I hate everything about that, but you're probably right. Lupagus, anything else before we wrap her up?
No, I think we've got this hog pretty well covered.
It is covered. MicroMike, hit up the links down below. Be sure to give him a sub. I already seen videos he's putting out there about ways to beat the Vikings. So check him out. Give him a sub. Let's get him to 50,000 before, I don't know, November.
Oh, that would be epic. Hey, make sure you hit that like button as well. Push this video out there. These guys are working extremely hard to give you quality Vikings content. It's free to do so. Smash that like button.
Boom. That's why we love you, MicroMike. Take it easy, man.
Absolutely. Thanks, MicroMike.